Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tumi back again with another video. And as you can see by the title below, quickly, first and foremost, we're currently in lockdown. It is now day 12. I'm looking at my calendar. It's day 12 of lockdown. I haven't been filming at all for my YouTube channel. I've been doing a lot of TikTok. Go follow your girl on TikTok. TikTok is a lot of work, guys. It's very short, but a lot of work goes behind those videos. I really did not realize up until I started taking TikTok more seriously. I've always had an account for maybe since the beginning, not just the beginning of the year, maybe since towards the end of last year. I've had an account, but I really haven't used it at all. I uninstalled it, and then because we're in lockdown, most of the world is in some form of a lockdown. In South Africa, here we're on a 21-day lockdown. It's the 12th day out of 21. Next week Thursday, the lockdown should be done. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But everybody's been jumping on TikTok, so I did, and I really enjoyed it. And thank you guys for all the views. If any of you here on my YouTube channel or following me on TikTok have liked my videos on TikTok, watch them, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But do go follow your girl on TikTok. As you can see by the title below, I have a look that I've been wanting to do for actually a very long time, ever since I actually started my channel. And I feel like this is the perfect time to do so, because even though we're on lockdown, you still have to leave the house to go get groceries, to go get medicine for essential things, whether it's for yourself, for your family, those kind of things. People are still kind of out and about, but still going places, and we can't always be living in a hoodie and tracksuit pants. Okay, you gotta look a little bit presentable, so maybe your skin is going through it. My skin has been going through it, but not really. But maybe you just want to cover up some things. So I think this is the perfect time to drop this video, to drop the no makeup look. Finesse these okay, you guys can see I have no makeup on, zero makeup on. I don't have acrylics on. My life is just, I've had to tweeze my own eyebrows for the first time in a year. I always get my eyebrows threaded, and obviously I can't do that during lockdown, and I'm not about to learn how to thread my eyebrows and fuck it up somehow. So I've just tweezed them a little bit, just they're still looking the way they look. My skin has been okay for the most part. It hasn't been too hot. The weather's actually been fluctuating like crazy, and it's making my sinuses act up. I'm just going to be doing my own version of no makeup look. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so I thought I would possibly just do a voiceover situation, but I actually want to talk about some of the things on my desk. So I'm gonna sort of do my brows. I do fill in my brows. My brows are pretty full, lots of hair going on, obviously, but they just could be, I don't want them to look messy like this. I still want them to look proper, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna do my brows as I usually do them. Not usually, actually. They won't be too full. They won't be super glam eyebrows, but they'll look better than they are now. So I'm not going to talk too much during that, actually. I'm actually just going to speed right through it, and yeah. I did use my LA Girl HD Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, which is the closest to my skin tone. I still have a little bit left here because I want to use it for not just my eyelids, but for marks that I want to cover, like these circles, this other parts of my face. But I want to put on my primer first. And for primer, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do for primer. So for primer, I have these. I was gonna use the Catrice Prime and Fine Aqua Hydro Fresh Primer, but this is like a very moisturizing one. I've actually been using this. Do I have another one? Yes, I do. I've actually been using this on a regular with my moisturizer. It's very, very nice for my face. Like in general, I think this is like just a good skincare kind of primer. It's not necessarily for makeup. I think it's just fine. So, but because I'm going for like a no makeup look, I thought about using this. But the foundation that I'm using today, which is for, I'll get to that in a second, I think is quite dewy, which is obviously the whole no makeup look, you know. And it's not that my face is oily. I feel like I have combination skin, and right now it's just in between. It's not dry, it's not oily, but I think I'd rather just go in with the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base Keep Me Matte Long Lasting Oil Free Primer. I think I'd rather go in with this underneath than with that, and we'll get to the primer. So I'm just going to put this on first, and then I'm going to use some of this leftover concealer to conceal spots and my eyelids, and then we'll get into the foundation. Now, going into this foundation. So this foundation I bought obviously before the lockdown. At the time Discam was running, it's a L'Oreal foundation. So let's just say what the foundation is. It is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation, which perfectly matches skin, color, and texture. It says, it's got this little sticker that says new, improves skin quality in 2 weeks, with a little asterisk on it. And it's in the color Nut Brown, which is AR 8R 8C. Just have a look at it. I'll tell you guys about it just now, and you guys can have a look at it over here. I hope it comes out quite clearly for you guys. So I have used this. And I really was in two minds about using this foundation. So in any case, I got this foundation because I think if you bought three facial products from Revlon, 3 or 2, I can't remember quite exactly, you could get a gift box. It was their L'Oreal Infallible setting spray with their mascara, which I'll actually be using today. It's a bomb ass mascara. So I wasn't too sure about demoing this foundation because first and foremost, it is not my shade. And the shade range of this, I don't remember. I can't remember how many shades there are. I will put it on the screen below. I'll leave a link down in the description box down below if you guys want to go see it and maybe buy it when this lockdown is officially over. But it isn't my shade, and from what I remember, the shade range wasn't the greatest. And what I'm saying is not my shade is that it runs a little bit dark. And I will apply it on my face, just a little swatch so you guys can see what I mean, because I'll be mixing it with the Essence Makeup Drops Mix to Match Your Perfect Shade, the lightening one. I have used these with a different foundation well, this wasn't for me, this was for a friend of mine when I was doing her makeup. So I'll be doing that and I'll be adding a little bit. I wanted to do a review on this, but it's not full coverage. This is actually why I'm using this foundation. Even though it's not my shade, my exact shade, and for this no makeup look, you gotta use a foundation that is your shade. It's super blendable, it's dewy, it's not full coverage. It is literally, it's your skin but better kind of foundation, okay? I can't remember. Oh, here are the claims. So this new super blendable formula that perfectly matches your skin. It's ultra fine pigments to perfectly match your skin tone and undertone. And this one has more neutral undertones. I have more golden warm undertones, so no. It's a perfect natural coverage, hydrating care to moisturize and beautify your skin. 24-hour hydration. In 2 weeks, skin looks smoother and more radiant. It has SPF 17, and I feel like, okay, and like I said, suitable for sensitive skin, non-comedogenic, There's that word again. And it's tested under dermatological control, whatever, for you guys to see. I'm just going to do it with my finger. I'm going to do one pump. And okay, it looks, I don't know if you guys can see it, but to me, when I apply this, and I've applied it before just by itself, it is not my skin. Like, it's not the exact color. Right now it looks fine. I'm just gonna blend it out, really honestly. I feel like when you blend it out, then you can see, and I know I'm blending it out with my finger, which is so wrong, but anyways, I feel like it's darker. When you blend it out, when I apply it, it looks like it's my skin, like it's the color of my skin. But when I blend it out, I feel like I look darker. And when I apply this to my entire face, it just doesn't look right. So we're just gonna wipe that off, in actual fact. I am going to do one full pump into this little, let's just do one full pump. I thought about doing two. Let's just do one first, and then we are going to do a little bit of a drop. I'm just gonna squeeze it out prior. There we go. And then ooh, it looks so watery. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we're gonna mix it with this brush. This is a rounded brush. I bought this brush, it's a part of a set that I bought from China Mall. Guys, China Mall is the plug. I love this brush so much. I love all the brushes in this set. It's pretty nice. So we're just gonna really literally mix it around and apply. Let's apply to this side first. And because this is so watery, well, it's blendable, it's very blendable. I feel like my sponge soaks it up. So I like to go in with a brush first. I'm applying it the way I've applied this foundation before. So I like to go in with a brush first and then with the sponge. We're just going to do this half of my face first. And so we can see if we need to add a little bit more, because there's some still left in the little thing. And then we're going in with the sponge. And you want to make sure that you feel like the sponge needs to be not too damp. This one I like ran it underneath, that's why I was like humongous. I ran it underneath water and I've allowed it to kind of like dry down a little bit for like the last half an hour. Okay, I don't know what you guys can see. I'm gonna bring my mirror over here. I feel like I'm seeing such a difference already. I feel like it's slightly darker than my skin tone. I feel like you guys can see that, especially here compared to here. This is fine. You could leave the house like this. You could really finesse people and be like, I'm not wearing makeup, right? You could, but you don't want to. I know I certainly don't want to, because I would like for my eyelids and underneath my eyes to be a little bit brighter. So we're going to do a little bit of powder because we obviously put concealer on the eyelids. And I'm using my Makeup Revolution Luxe Banana Powder. Like, see, we're not baking, we're just literally putting it to set the eyeshadow in place. And I'm just putting my brush in. You can hear that I'm just tapping off the excess because I don't want a lot. Because I'm just putting it on my eyelids for now. I will do that to the rest of my face, because I don't want it to let it sit there while I do my eyes. I want to just I don't want it to bake. I really just wanted to put it on and set it and dab it in place. So we're doing that right now for our eyes. And you can see our eyes already look brighter. So the first color that I'm going in with is from the Makeup Revolution palette. What is this palette called? It's the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Collection Constellation palette. It's very beautiful. Let's just look at the packaging. If you guys follow me on Instagram, which you should, you will see that I created a makeup look using this for one of Makeup Revolution's competition. I did a monochromatic pink realness look using this palette, another one of their palettes, but the shade that I'm using today is Asteroid. It's the shade over here. Hope you guys can see it. It's a super light brown. It's literally almost the shade of my skin tone. That's not that bright brush. It's almost literally not the shade of, I mean, like, it's really light. It's not really the shade of my skin tone for real, but it's just a very light brown. And with this, you'll see it kind of just almost kind of disappears, and that's why I'm going to be using another palette, because you wanted to give it some depth. So literally, and I'm not going to be applying a lot, guys. That's it. That's all you need to use. Just one layer. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I feel like I can see the difference. But it's literally just one layer that I'm putting on. And then I'm going in with my Kylie Jenner palette, which is a dupe. And I'm not going to show it to you guys on camera because it is looking horrendous. This palette has been loved completely. Not all the palettes, or not all the colors are like have hit the pan, but most of them have, and the ones that I'm using today I really have used hit the pan. So I'm really not going to show it to you guys on camera, it looks horrible. So I'm using Goddess and a little bit of Hematite, which is a more bit of a darker brown. Goddess is like this oranginess, which I feel is going to give me a little bit of nice depth. I'm using my Color Dual End brush, and I'm going to use the more fluffier side for this, because I'm not really packing it on. I'm just literally lightly dusting it. We're gonna go in with powder, and you guys know I like to go in with two powders. I have my Makeup Revolution one, that's banana one, that's my highlighting powder, and of course the one, my Yardley caramelized loose powder. So I'm gonna go in first with the this is just a angled powder brush. That's the brush I was using before for my eyes. So we're going underneath, and again, we're not baking, so you don't need a lot. You just want to set the concealer in place. And we're doing that. On fourth one, the MAC one, and using, I want to use a fan brush, but at the same time I really don't. So I'm going in with a powder brush, and again I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting on and I'm tapping. because you don't want a lot. You just want a like a bit of a glow, you know. That's definitely not a lot at all. And then tap 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 tap. That's just like the most teeniest, tiniest glow ever. And we're gonna put a little bit on our nose. So little, it's barely there. It's barely there. I'm trying to tap off a lot of excess of this brush. Just a little bit. So before we go into lips and eyes, I'm gonna set this in place with the Makeup Revolution Hyaluronic hyaluronic.
When do it becomes
okay? I'm going in with the setting spray. Lord knows how you pronounce it. I do not know. Anyways, it's a hydrating and plumping makeup fixing spray. This one is a little bit like the L'Oreal Infallible one, if you've used it before. It's got these pearl whatever things that kind of come out. You need to hold it quite far, shake it the fuck up, and hold it quite far. Otherwise, you're going to get these white spots on your face. So I don't really love these kind of ones, but they're pretty good. I really like the glow that you get, and like the matte one, and I really love the matte one. That matte one of mine is finished, which is very sad, but anyways, we move. We're shaking this, and before it sets, I am gonna go in with a really big brush to just not get any of those white spots, because I really hate it. It's difficult to get out once it's like set on your face. And I do this with both this one, bit of clips. We're gonna do the lips, and what I'm gonna do is go in with Vaseline Lip Therapy, the rosy lips ones. My lips are feeling quite dry now. I think it's just because I'm like thirsty. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but my lips have a little bit of discoloration. Not even a little bit, I think quite a lot of it, because of when I had SJS, Steven Johnson syndrome. It affected my lips, so my lips are a little bit discolored, and I'm a little bit self-conscious about it actually. And I could go out like this. Okay, you put on a lot of Vaseline. Let's just take a tissue. Let's just do that. I could just leave it like this, but I am going to do a very little bit. I got this Maybelline, a little bit of lipstick, just a little bit, because I'm just a little bit self-conscious of the color of my lips. It's a Maybelline Rose Embrace. It just says Maybelline. What range is this? Maybelline lipstick. I don't know what range this is. It's this one. This is how it looks. I can't remember. And I feel like I have another one, like, but I don't know the name of the range. And it's in the color Rose Embrace. It's a cream lipstick. It shouldn't be matte. It looks a little bit matte. And you're gonna go a little bit on. I'm gonna apply a little bit more. I'm gonna apply a little bit of regular Vaseline on top of this, I think, so not to add too much more color. Cause you want it to look like you don't want your lips to look matte. You don't want them to look too shiny though. With how they look with the eyes. You guys know I like liner. Like, I'm not gonna do a wing, but I am going to add, I think you guys are judging me right now, like, girl, this is a lot of steps for a no makeup look. I am going to add a little bit of liner, a very, very, very thin line just behind my lashes, because my lashes are really not prominent at all. I don't know if you guys can even see them from here. And even though this mascara, so obviously I'm using the Essence Liquid Ink waterproof liquid eyeliner, obviously, but this mascara that I got from L'Oreal, it is the Telescope extra black mascara, extreme in the color extra black. I don't know how much it retails for by itself. I didn't like the brush. I don't know if you guys can see the brush. I didn't like this brush. I don't really like these kind of brushes. I wanted like a regular fluffy mascara wand, but this really does elongate my eyes, but my eyelashes. and they really are like quite prominent when this is on, but they're really not there right now. So I'm gonna do a very, very thin line. It's such a thin line you will barely even see it, but it's there because my eyelashes are not there. And I feel like if you have very prominent eyelashes, and it doesn't kind of look, because I feel like my eyes when I just like this, they kind of disappear. So I just need a little bit of black to push them forward. So doing a very tiny line, and I'm bringing the mirror really close so I don't overdo it. Okay, you guys saw that was such a tiny little, just a little line. I feel like my eyes are definitely now more prominent, and it still doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup, right? Duh. So I'm gonna take this mascara and put it on. It is, I think it is really good no makeup look. It's pretty easy, I feel. Yes, there's a lot of steps, but you really have to, there's a lot of steps to finessing, guys. You can't just slap on a foundation that's quite sheer and call it a no makeup look. It needs to look like your skin but better, and it looks to me like you put in as little effort as possible, but you actually put in quite a lot of effort, because I feel like there's quite a lot of steps than I actually thought I would do from the very beginning. But anyways, this is the finished product. I hope you guys like it. If you like this video, please also give it a very big thumbs up and comment down in the comment section down below if you like this video. What did you like about the video? What steps are you taking away from this video? Do you think there were too many steps? Maybe, maybe not. What do you guys think? And just tell me how you guys doing? How are you guys feeling wherever you may be in the world? Dealing with COVID-19 is pretty rough. It's gonna be rough for a couple of more weeks, don't know how long, but yeah guys, we'll definitely get through it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, again, don't forget to subscribe, because honestly, what else are you going to be doing but be on social media during this time? If you're not working, if you're not cooking, if you're not eating, you're not cleaning, you're gonna be on YouTube, and I think I should be one of those channels that you subscribe to. I hope you guys keep well, stay safe, wash your hands. I'm gonna go wash my hands quite thoroughly after this because I've been touching my face. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.